Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent franchises in American sports history. They've had a bumpy ride along the way, but they're back in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
And partner, when you say this is the first time back in the Super Bowl since 1996,
the final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's Jones on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. First carry now for Chris Evans. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Jones on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now Burrow. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they'll try and start this drive in the air. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Right down the middle.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Jones now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That ball loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. At That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. As they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll set up to throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
11 empty. 11 empty.
First down. Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is Hurts with it, right side. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Burrow will throw. This is caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Burrow on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From midfield now, Burrow. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Bengal offense ready to...
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixing up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Burrow. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
He's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out right at the 35. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll look to throw now on first down. 5 Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 13. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football,
there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, 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 and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go down at the 28. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. On second down, they'll run it here. He can't get him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Finding Ertz again. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Burrow into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd and 6. It's caught left side by Cooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Looking to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose and just touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals set to take over. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They run for it with Mixon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Second down and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cincinnati now ready to... On 1st and 10, McPherson. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
What is this?
On the draw, Evans.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. McPherson.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now. Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. lifters getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.